So if we haven't done so yet, let's raise our Kundalini together. To put ourselves in the meditation mode. And let's get into meditation. If we have lots of thoughts, let's try and surrender all the thoughts that come in. Any tension, any disturbing emotion, surrender it to the all-pervading energy on top of our head, raising the energy from the base of the spine to the top of the head. And let's find that very source of bliss within. Continue to meditate for a while with meditative music in the background. Let's clear a bit the right side channel. For that, we raise the left hand over the shoulder and keep the right hand on the lap comfortably so that we use the air to cool down our excess of heat on the right side. Surrender all our worries related to any planning, any future action. We're not there yet. Let's be in the present. Surrender all our tension, stress. Let the cool air cool us down. Now let's do a bit the reverse for the left side channel. and have the right hand fall towards the floor to cleanse the left side. So we focus on the earth element, Mother Earth, to absorb all the tensions or negativity from the left side. Now let's bring back the attention on top of the head. If it helps, we can keep the right hand for a short while on the top of the head, on the Sahasrara chakra. If we have thoughts, we can just keep the hands on the forehead before that, the lower sixth chakra, and just forgive. Just to cleanse our mind, to empty our mind. And then raise the attention to the top of the head, which is the seat of yoga, where the union with our spirit, which is in our heart, which is awakened by the ascent of the Kundalini energy, comes to the top of our head. We can keep the attention on top of the head and try and find the silence, the mental silence between the thoughts, expand the space between the thoughts, and remain in that silence for a while. Then in a little while I may use a short talk of Shmataji, just to also expand the vibration. Her teaching, her picture emits really tremendous energy. So we'll do that after that. A short excerpt, about 7-8 minutes.
out to all the seekers of truth. Just now, Albert has very clearly described to you the mechanism that is within us, which works out our self-realization. There is a mechanism, no doubt. When we are in this room, we see so many lights, and there is a mechanism behind this. But what we do is to just switch on, and the lights are there. So the whole mechanism is already built within us through our evolutionary process. Now we have reached at a point when we have to achieve the result of the evolutionary process. In the West, people had the quest to find out outside this body. I would say that they tried to find out the knowledge about the tree of life. But when the life is found out from outside, you can go up to a point. And the tree can also grow up to a point. You have to go to your roots. This is the knowledge of our roots. Now to say that it comes from India or it comes from a particular region is not true. India being an ancient country, of course, they have been able to go deep into it. But even in the Bible, you get sentences like, I will appear before you like tongues of flames. And these sentences really looks like tongues of flames. Then in the Quran also, it is there called as Asas, the Kundalini. It describes that you have to be connected with God. Otherwise, whatever you do in the name of God, you will become cruel and you will be disintegrated. It's clearly said. Same thing in any religion that you read, that you have to have your self-realization. Every religion has talked of the spirit. Every religion has said that you must find out your spirit. Now when we are ignorant about the spirit, and there are so many people in the market, which I say as a guru shopping going on, people don't know what to expect and what to find. What is self, what is spirit, and why should we get it? As I said, it is the epitome of our evolution. That you have to become the spirit, and that is the truth, that you are the spirit. If you are the spirit, then you have to achieve that state. By this way or that way, that is your birthright, is born with you. That's why we call it Sahaja Yoga. Sahaja means Saha is with, Ja is born with you. That is the yoga, the union with the divine. The divine is the all-pervading power of God's love, which is the subtle of subtler, all-pervading. It exists in everything and you have to feel it. That's what we call as the cool breeze of the Holy Ghost. Cool breeze of the Holy Ghost. In the Bible, there's no description of Holy Ghost. This Kundalini is the reflection of that Holy Ghost. Holy Ghost is the desire of God. That's the power of God reflected within us as Holy Ghost, as Kundalini, in 3.5 coils, is our pure desire. All other desires that we have are impure. Because we have been desiring for this and that, economic laws are such that In general, wants are not satiable. Why? Because those wants are not pure. So, this is the power of Kundalini which resides in the triangular bone within yourself. Now, when I am telling all this to you, you should not have a blind faith about it, but it's an hypothesis. If you are a scientific person, or if you have a very logical mind, then you must understand that you should not close your mind. You should be with an open mind and see for yourself. If this proves, then it's all right. But you should not be a person who's cynical, who's already challenging me, because what I'm doing is to give you what you have, is to tell you what you have, which is your property. It's your own. I have nothing to do with it as such, but I can't also help it without telling you. This Kundalini has to rise from its seat, which he has shown just now, which is residing in the triangular bone, called as sacrum. Sacrum itself means sacred. That means the Greeks knew about this word, knew about Kundalini, that's why they called it sacred. Now when this Kundalini rises through these various centers, she passes through 6 centers. The 7th center is below her. And this 7th center looks after the glory or the chastity, or we can say it protects the mother Kundalini within us. Now the first center is the most important center. And the first center is the center of our innocence. When we try to play with our innocence, this center gets spoiled.
We'll end the short excerpt here. So we continue meditate for a little while in silence. Keep the attention on top of the head. Let's try and imbibe, stock up on the positive energy from the meditation to help us go through the day as smooth as possible. We can bring the hand on the heart, center heart, for a few seconds. She's related to the sense of security, confidence. Sometimes it's challenged when we are under stress, because stress relates to the perception that we're losing control or we're not able to cope. So we can pray within to this divine energy. Oh Mother, please, oh Mother energy, oh Mother Kundalini, let me feel the complete sense of security. I'm fully protected. I'm your child. You look after me. And remember that this all-pervading energy is just an ocean of compassion, as Srimataji was saying. It's just the pure ocean of the love of the divine. And it's also all-powerful, almighty. When we strongly establish that connection, we feel that protection. If we strive to always be in the center, we remain under divine power's protection. Oh Mother, by your grace, I have no fear. Let me feel the complete sense of security. And then we bring back the attention on top of the head. Let's be in silence for a few more minutes. Let's finish the meditation, raising the energy. We can also just do it with the right hand a few times, just to really complete the meditation and the meditation with as much vibrations as we can, as much in the center as possible. Keep the attention on top of the head. And you can end the meditation here, or you can continue meditate for a while if needed. And have a very good day. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you.